lawsuits.
Wow.
You get your food for your trail,
Yeah,
for your
yeah.
food truck.
Yeah.
Edamame.
Sushi chop.
Nice. Hola. Mi llamo Caveman Dave. It's nice to be back here. I'll be playing 4 to 6 tonight. I got some CDs and some other stuff. Dave. I'll be playing for the next 2 hours. I have all original music planned out for y'all. You can find me on Spotify, on YouTube, and all the streaming services. This is a song from my new album. It'll be out later this year. So when I first started out, I guess about, what was it, 12 years ago, as Caveman Dave, I've been making music in Philadelphia area for a little while. So when I first started out, I wasn't doing all this looping stuff as Caveman Dave. I had been for a while. I was making some weird ambient jazz music, and then I started Caveman Dave, and I released a kids album. And I was writing kids songs and inspirational songs. So this is one of the inspirational songs, because music is such a healing power, you know. And, Pete Seeger said, when you sing, you pray twice. Well, if you sing a song in the morning, sing a song at night, sing a song the whole day through, you can help everybody feel alright. And if you sing a song to the mountains, sing a song to the sea, sing a song to the sun and moon, you know, you can help everybody feel alright. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Song in the morning, sing a song at night, sing a song the whole day through, you can help everybody feel alright. And if you sing a song to the mountains, sing a song to the sea, sing a song to the sun and moon, you know, you can help everybody feel alright. And if you sing a song to me, I can sing a song to you. And we can sing a song to everyone, and make everybody feel alright. alright. So if you sing a song to me, I can sing a song to you. We can sing a song to everyone. Yeah, everybody feel alright. We can help everybody feel alright. Maybe help everybody feel alright. No, we can help everybody feel. Alright, that's Sing a Little Song. I have that on my album that I released way back in 2024. I also have it on a 7-inch vinyl. And now I'm going to play, that's the B side, I'm going to play the A side of that song. I wrote that song in 2014 back in West Virginia. See, I'm from Pennsylvania originally. I've been touring all over the country. And I ended up out here. I guess I've been an Oregonian now for the past 7 years. Pretty cool spot. Anyone else from Oregon? Anyone born here in Oregon? Are we all transplants from a different place, different state? It's nice to be here. It's great. I like Oregon. Nice place to be. So this is the A side of the last song I just sang. It's a cowboy song I wrote. Way back, I guess in 2015, I was down in Miami, Florida. I wanna write about our love, we're feeling broken. I wanna write about the pain, the reason I about the tears of being kicked out the door, because I don't write love songs anymore. No, I don't write love songs anymore. No, I don't write love songs anymore. No, I don't write love songs anymore. Songs anymore. So I will write about the oceans, write about the skies. I want to write about how pretty look. When I look you in the eyes, I will write about a canoe or some old dinosaurs, because I don't write love songs anymore. No, I don't write love songs anymore. I released an album last August called Sequoia Tree, and I do have some copies of that up here. This is the title track from that. Wait, no, we're gonna 86 that song. 86 that song. Sorry, I'm out of the capo. Out of the capo. So sorry about that. Here's one. This one's called Helga's Party Trick. This is from the jazz album coming out later this year. Give it for my drummer, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Eugene. That's a song from my forthcoming jazz album coming out later this year. There was a period of time where I was traveling around, pretty much living out of my vehicle full time. I'm going down to Florida, playing tiki bars down in Key West, hitting Jazz Fest up in New Orleans. So I have a lot of songs from that period of my life, more of the indie folk thing. And I released an album in January that includes a lot of old songs, and I have a lot of songs that I play that I just never recorded. So this is a song about traveling. It's a drinking song. It's a food song. A song about struggling as you're traveling around America, playing all the tiki bars, you know, playing Margaritaville every night. Some call me David. Some call me Caveman. Some call me Rambling Man. I've got my boots. I've got my guitar, I've got my left arm tan. And you always have love in your heart, a song to sing and gas in your tank. And you always have food on your plate, outstretched wings, people to thank. Been traveling this country, collecting seashells, feathers, rocks, and love, singing songs about America, and growing out my lives for love, of course, for love. And then you always have love in your heart, a song to sing and gas in your tank. And you always have beer in your pint, outstretched wings, and people to thank. Well, I nested for far too long. Now it's time to stretch out my wings. It's nice to write some songs and hear some people sing. Sing along, folks. May you always have love in your heart. May you always have love in your heart. A song to sing and gas in your tank. May you always have food on your plate, outstretched wings, and people to thank. This is dedicated to all the traveling troubadours. When you have no home, you can only go forward. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? You always have love in your heart, a song to sing and gas in your tank. You always have beer in your pint, outstretched wings, people to thank. But there's lots more to see before I die, and there's lots more songs to sing. Anytime I want to travel, well, I just flap my wings like a bird, like a snowbird. And you always have love in your heart, a song to sing and gas in your tank. And you always have food on your plate, outstretched wings, and people to thank. So call me David, so call me Caveman, some call me a Rambling Man. my boots, I've got my guitar, I've got my left arm tan.
Cheers.
That one's called New Strut, Same Car. That's on the new album coming out later this year. Here's a song from my album that came out back in 2024, the Lost at Love album. I got CDs up here. You can find me on Spotify as well. Give it up for my drummer. This one's called Dead Man's Boots. It's not about boots at all. Well, I'm walking around in this dead man's boots. It's a holler in a hoot. He's standing in his high line. If they were retired, 15 cents I got them fair and square, and I don't give a care. another song from that same album, the Lost of Love album. Thank you very much. Would you?
Which CD would you like? There, 10. You have put 20 there. Wow. So you have kids singing. Adults. Oh, okay. The one that I was just playing is this one. This is a good one too, though. Okay, thanks. You can just put it in there. I'll give this kid's one too. Would you like a shirt? Medium?
I know, but I like.
Sure? Let's see. This one might fit you. There's a large.
Yeah, just sit in your car.
Here's the thought. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the CD purchase. Also got some clown noses up here. This song is about wanting to be taken seriously as a songwriter. I got clown noses up here, 2 for $5. Are you tired of playing the fool and the clown to learn to juggle, to cover up your frown? Why do people laugh at everything that you say? Even when you're serious, you still laugh away. Am I just your comedy relief? Something to laugh at the end of the day. Am I just your comedy relief? Something to ridicule and something to judge. Never learned to juggle, but I know of the struggle. Have you ever walked in someone else's skin? Did you get to know them deep within? Does the shoe fit, or are you misfits? Am I just your comedy relief? Something to laugh at the end of the day. Am I just your comedy relief? Something to ridicule and something to judge. Someone else's shoes? Are you picking up all of the clues and missing a few marbles or maybe a few screws? Have you paid up all of the dues? Am I just your comedy relief? Something to laugh at of the day. Am I just your comedy relief? Something to ridicule and something to judge. Are you tired of playing the fool and the clown to learn to juggle? Cover up your frown. Why do people laugh at everything that you say? Even when you see this, they still laugh away. Thanks. That's comedy release. This is a 3-string cigar box guitar that I built out of a upholstery shop down in Eureka, California. Church we head on down. Roadside stand was the best in town. Lord, Miss Betty was running the show. Giants and masterpiece everyone knows. Friends and family, they like to breathe. song called Roadside Barbecue Chicken. That's on the album that came out last August, the Sequoia Tree album. And this is a 3-string cigar box guitar, ladies and gentlemen. I got CDs up here. I got a couple of 7-inch vinyl records, and I'm also on Spotify. Switch it back to the Martin here.
Why are we getting further from the mark? I'm very hungry. I'm Friday.
Are there any dogs here today? I was a dog owner at one point in my life. I had a Sparky dog. Anyone else had a dog named Sparky growing up? He was a fox terrier. He was a good bad dog, if you know what I mean. I saw some dog coming through earlier. And when I was a dog owner, I like to bring my dog everywhere. So it's nice that, there's places like this where you can bring your dogs and your kids. I heard the song along the Schuylkill River back in Pennsylvania. Something about dogs. Dogs like to find the dirtiest hole they can find, the dirtiest puddle, and roll around in it. I don't know why. Dirty dogs. I'm just finger picking on my guitar by the riverside with my dog. It's a beautiful day, I'm feeling pretty good, I'm sitting here on this old line. When I go to work, I go to school, I'm a busy person, I've been out all day. So good to find time, I let my dog out, when I let my dog out, he barks and he'll play keys. Oh, it's nice to find places like this. Yeah, you can relax. Place for you to get away. Dog can be a dog. Thanks. Yeah, you can relax. You have to enjoy these moments as they last. I take my doggy down to the river and swim and splash around. He'll swim with the current, he'll find a stick, a little leather fish, he roll on the ground. Yes, I got a Sparky, he likes the Sparky. Ooh, he's really hot the dog. He'll finally live him out, don't give him a bone. He'll chew things up, but finds on my floor like my sights. Souls of pain, oh, it's nice when you find places like this where you can relax, place for you to get away. Dog can be Take your mind away for some time. Yeah, you can relax. You have to enjoy these moments as they last. Woo! We find new places like this. Yeah, you can relax. Just when you take it away. A dog can be a dog. Take your mind away for some time. Yeah, you can relax. You have to enjoy these moments as they last. I went driving around the country, didn't know where I was headed next. I went driving around the country, didn't know where I was headed next. I love the mountains and I love the sea. I love the people and all the places that I see. Went swimming in the river and playing my guitar all day. I went swimming in the river, then played my guitar all day. I love the mountains and love the sea. I love the people and all the places. Ooh, that I see. Albany. Thanks. That's an old song. I wrote that one in West Virginia many years ago, and it's on my album that came out last August. I'm Caveman Dave, and all these songs are original songs that I'm playing today. I got some CDs and records up here. You can also find me on Spotify or Bandcamp or all the different streaming platforms. So this is another song off the album that's coming out later this year. I'm releasing an instrumental album. So I've released lots of songs that have words, many words, and I want to do an album where it showcases more of my guitar abilities. I guess I started studying jazz, I guess 25 years ago, but I never released an album yet. So this one's called "It's All in the Hips." Caveman Dave. That's gonna be on my new album coming out later this year. Doing the jazz album as I mentioned. That was called "It's All in the Hips." Next, Skyline. Sure. You're welcome to it. All right, this next one is a song. It was my most played song on Spotify for a while. I performed at the Oregon Country Fair just 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I played there. This is my second time playing there. First time I played there, I was doing a kids song set on the youth stage, and then the second time I played on the radio stage, so I got to do my songs that aren't necessarily kid songs. They put me on the playlist at me, and this song got a lot of plays because of the country fair people. Because they seem to like the Grateful Dead down there. So this one's called "Tripping at the John Mayer Show." 1, 2, 1. Well, they caught my friend tripping at the John Mayer Show, but he didn't know it was a John Mayer Show. Thought it was a Dead and Company show. Didn't realize that things looked funny when he couldn't get a grilled cheese to fill his tummy. And that light for the show. He wanted to hear "Run for the Rose," but instead he was running through the halls of his high school. Someone started screaming at the top of their lungs. Security looked over, shined a light. John Mayer looked over, but he kept on playing. Mothers, daughters started shushing. Well, they caught my friend tripping at the John Mayer Show, but he didn't know it was a John Mayer Show. But it was a Dead and Company show. Did you realize that things looked funny? He couldn't get a grilled cheese to fill his tummy. Not like fee for the show. Was blinded in the face with some hippie mace, giving dirty looks and called him a whoop. That's when he started to fall face first into a gray hook with a 12-bolt Steely. Some chap Charlie Short started with. Yeah, they caught my friend tripping at the John Mayer Show, but he didn't know it was a John Mayer Show. Thought it was a Dead and Company show. Didn't realize that things looked funny. They couldn't get a grilled cheese to fill his tummy. And not like me for the show. About to hit the floor, someone appeared. He wasn't there before, and he caught my friend in his arms. Oh, he looked very much like Jerry, well, very young Jerry, leather boots and no beard. Caught my friend tripping at the John Mayer Show, but he didn't know it was a John Mayer Show. Thought it was a Dead and Company show. Didn't realize that things looked funny. You couldn't get a grilled cheese to fill that tummy. Not like me for the show. that's an anti-tripping song. Most people hear the lyrics of the title and they automatically think that it's a sort of a pro tripping song, but Well, thank you all very much. I'm Caveman Dave. It's been nice playing for y'all. I'll be back here again next month. Check my schedule. And next week, Friday, I'll be out in Bend if anyone's headed that way. I'll be all over the place this spring and summer. And check for me on Spotify and YouTube. You know, like, follow them. And I have a new album coming out later this year. Thanks. Good night.
Whatever you have, you know, yeah. So, hey, check. Make sure you're actually right. Okay. Make sure you're like second guessing it too, or whatever. Someone